welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? Excuse the hoarseness in my voice. The kids have been unwell. They brought something from daycare, and of course, being the parents, we caught it too. No, it's not COVID, thank goodness, but we're getting better now. So we move, right? That's what happens when you have little ones that are in daycare. They pick up stuff and they bring it home. There's absolutely nothing you can do about that. It is just what it is. So let's get into today's video. But before we do, I want to thank you guys. You guys are the real. Thank you guys so much for all the love on my channel, all the shares, subscriptions. I am so grateful to you guys for all the love. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Please keep supporting. Keep on supporting your girl and help motivate me in my journey in this YouTube world, because I have so much that I want to share, so much that I want to talk about, so much. So today is going to be another chit chatty video. If you see me looking down as usual, I've got my points. Yes, I still have mommy brain. My little one is over a year old, but I still, sometimes I might be talking about something and then I totally forget what it is that I'm talking about. I know moms out there, if you can relate, smash that thumbs up button, because I know I'm not the only one, okay? I know I'm not the only one in that. Honestly, it takes 1 second to distract me completely. I don't know whether to call it mommy brain or, honestly, it takes 1 second and I'm totally distracted. I forget what I am saying. But today I'm going to be talking about the changes that happen with a woman when you have kids, honestly. And some of these, right, like, our mothers don't tell us these things. Seriously, I have so many aunties. I have my mom. Nobody thought it wise to say, hey, so you're pregnant, you're having babies, or you're about to have a baby. Get ready for this to change in your life. Get ready for, things to not be the same anymore. Get ready for really unexpected changes. The first change that I want to talk about is the change in your relationship, okay? The change between you and your partner, you and your husband. When kids come into the picture, things become so different. I'm speaking about me personally, okay? First of all, my husband and I were long distance, okay? And then we had a baby. So we went straight into it. Whereas by the time we were together, we already had a kid to take care of, okay? We had a family. So honestly, personally, I know this might sound selfish, but as a mother, as a woman, let me not say as a woman, maybe it's different for everyone out there, but as for me personally, my focus was my child. My focus was my son at that point in time. And I totally I forgot about my partner. I totally ignored his needs, because to me, it was like, he's old enough to take care of himself, He knows what he wants. He can tell me what he wants. He can voice his opinions. He can voice his concerns. But this little human cannot. This little human has been placed in my care. Anything they need, I have to figure it out. because they cannot talk directly to me. So I feel like my relationship kind of suffered, and it kind of it was strained because I didn't know how to balance that, you know, the equation between being a mother and being a partner or being a wife. Okay, that is why I recommend counseling. If there are couples out there that feel like they are struggling like I was, honestly, my partner and I, we got counseling from our pastor, and just some few advice in how to balance the equation, because it doesn't come naturally, and nobody tells you this. Yes, we are women and we can multitask, but the truth is, when you become a mother, your first instinct always is towards your child. So the first thing that changed for me after my son was born was my relationship. A lot of changes happened in my relationship, whereas my husband and I had to sit down and talk about, what are the ways, let's set up a plan, what can we do so that the kids are taken care of and our marriage is also taken care of, so that it doesn't look like we're lacking in one aspect. Okay, that's one thing that changed for me. The other thing that I want to talk about is the obvious, which is the body. Okay, your body changes so much. Before I became pregnant, like I stated in my last video, I was slim thin. Okay, I was a slim thin, but that was normal because I'm a shorty. I'm 4'11". I am short. So for me, that size was normal. It was totally normal. So after I had my son, no, I didn't put on that much weight. I was good. And I was like, okay, let's have another baby. And then we had my daughter. For some really strange reason, after having my daughter, the weight just packed on, which I cannot explain. Okay, the body changed. I put on so much weight. There were stretch marks in places. My tummy was jiggly and wobbly. My tummy had stretch marks. I didn't feel confident enough anymore to dress up. I was not confident enough anymore to take pictures and post out there, because why? The internet is such a place that, like, it is so, I don't know if I should say so deceiving. We follow other people, we watch other people, and we see the new bodies that are out there, what is considered normal, what is now considered sexy, what is now considered normal, pretty much, yeah. So we see that, and then we judge ourselves like, what is going on? It took me a while. It took me so long to just reset my brain and tell myself that you have produced two beautiful human beings. Two amazing human beings came out of this little tiny body. Okay, two human beings that love you so much. They make my heart so happy, So you produced something, or things that are amazing. So you have to love and appreciate your body for that. It took me a very long while, and also thanks to my husband always telling me that, babe, I don't see what you're complaining about, because you are beautiful just the way you are. Just his encouragement, I was able to talk myself back and letting me know that, you know what, my body has changed, but it has changed for the better. Okay, I have started my weight loss journey not because I want to look like what I looked like before kids, but because I want to be healthy and feel confident again, feel happy in my own skin, so I can be the best wife and mother that I can be for my kids and for my husband. So the other thing that changed for me was body confidence. Because honestly, if anybody knew me before, I'm not into, these trendy fashion and stuff like that. But I loved dressing up. I loved looking nice. I loved to take pictures. But then after my kids, all that changed. But now, if you've checked my Instagram, you will see me out there doing my thing. So go follow me on Instagram. It's Tina_Brackle. Tina_Brackle. Follow me, guys, okay? And you'll see my little posts here and there. Okay, guys? The other thing that I want to talk about is your career. How much your career changes after kids, guys. Honest truth is, it does. Okay? The sacrifices we have to make as mothers. Before I became a mother, I was doing my nursing degree, okay, to become a registered nurse. And at that time I was pregnant with my son. And the truth is, I think I was about 6 months pregnant with my son at the time. And I was in my second to last year. But it was hard because I had to travel on the train at least 4 days a week to uni, get up early mornings, get on the train, coming back, it's late nights. And if anybody lives in Australia, to be specific, Sydney, that's where, I used to live in Wollongong, but I used to go up to Sydney. And if you live in Sydney, you know the train system, okay? The truth is, first of all, I look very young. So everybody that sees me sees it as, the whole judgment of maybe teenage pregnancy, or maybe this little girl, she's pregnant, probably doesn't even know who the father of her baby is, or whatever. But you get those judgy looks and nobody stands up for the pregnant lady to sit down. So I'm standing on the train, I'm being pushed here and there, it's a lot. Running downstairs because you don't want to miss your train because you're going to class. Because I had a professor that was very strict. Okay, one of my professors was very strict. If you miss, if you're not in his class, by the time he gets there, the doors are locked and he's not going to let you in. So you always try to get there before he does, because then you miss your class. And I was coming an hour away, okay? So I didn't want to be missing my classes. So I was up by 5 o'clock in the morning. By the time I get back, I am so tired. And the truth is, I couldn't do it. I struggled through it so much, okay? Going to placement, pregnant, trying to fight through to finish this degree, because I'm like, no, pregnancy is not going to stop me. I'm going to fight through. I'm going to get my degree, and I'm going to prove all those that think, even though they were not saying it, but I know they were thinking it, that, oh my God, here she goes, an only child, her daddy's eye, apple of her daddy's eye. She's now going to disappoint her dad. Now she's pregnant and she's not going to be able to finish uni. It was a lot. It was a lot of judgment, okay? I knew people were judging me, okay? I knew it. I just knew it. So I had to push through for myself and for my family. And it was very, very hard. My son came, okay? I would leave him with my parents. I'll go to placements. I'll go to classes, all right? I finally graduated, okay? By the time I graduated, my daughter was also here, okay, because there's 15 months between both my kids. Yes, I know. I know. There's 15 months between both my kids. But anyways, by the time I graduated, my daughter was also here. For me, it was a proud moment because I had everything that I wanted. My parents, my kids, my husband, and my graduation. And I could not ask. Anyways, I digress. Career changes. So right now, okay, not right now, but I had to stay at home. The truth is, to take care of my kids. I could not go on and become a full-time nurse for so many reasons, but one of them being that my kids come first, okay? Corona hit and there was no way I could put my kids in care and go to work, alright? And like, if I didn't have kids, I could have still been working and not be so concerned, and I could have been much more further, you know, in the knowledge I would have gained as a nurse by now. Alright, so that's another thing that changes when you have kids. That is why I say to my friends that are not married and don't have kids yet, I say do it all, okay? Do it all, because the truth is, when you become a mother, your priority changes, and I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. I would not change staying at home and being the best mom that I possibly can for my kids, because I know that when that time comes, which I'm back to work now, but you know, for you to leave them and go to work, you know that, you know what, my kids are good, you know, they're able, you know, to be cared for by others, and you don't worry too much. I know no matter what you're gonna worry, but you don't totally worry enough. And last change, okay, last change that happens to you is, if you don't already have friends that have kids, you lose friends. You lose friends. Because people don't understand. Because when they say, hey, you coming out today? And you say, oh, hey, I can't because I've got little ones and there's nobody to watch them. They go, oh, you act as if you're the first person to ever have kids. People don't understand when they don't have kids. But if you already have friends that have kids, then lucky you, because you all can hang out. They have kids, you have kids, you can all hang out, you know, and make it a family affair, I guess. But if you don't have friends that have kids, then the only people you get to hang out with are your children. And that happened to me for a while, because it is just what it is, okay? My kids are my friends. We're home together, we play together, we laugh together. They're my friends. We do everything together. So guys, let me know down below, if you have kids, what are some of the changes you didn't know would happen before you had kids? So what are some of the changes that has happened to you that you found out after, you know, you've had kids, that nobody told you about? Let's discuss down below, because I know these are just a few, but a lot of things have changed for me, that sometimes I talk to my mom and I'm like, how come you never told me this? Like, how come nobody ever says to you, well, get ready for this. This is gonna happen to you. This is gonna change your life forever. Like, nobody tells you this. So let's discuss down below, guys. Let me know what are some of the changes that has happened in your life that has made you, you know, that's changed you as well as a mother, or, you know, anything. Share this video, guys, and go follow me on my social platforms. On my Snapchat, I believe it's Style Moments. On my, I will change that so that all my social platforms are all the same, but for the moment it's Style Moments. And my Instagram is Tina_Brackle. go follow me. And thank you guys so much. Make sure to thumbs up this video, and if you're not already subscribed, look down there where it says subscribe, the red button that says subscribe. Make sure you click it so it turns gray. Help the channel grow, guys. Share this video, and I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna see you in another one. Peace, guys. Mwah.